Most gear lists talk about fantasy builds and shoestring wish lists. This one does the opposite. It's for the person who actually goes to the range, pays bills, and wants something that works without breaking the bank. In 2025, the market surprised a lot of people because several manufacturers proved you can get reliability, decent accuracy, and modern features at price points that actually make sense. Today, we're counting down 10 budget guns you should know about, the ones that give you the most performance for your money, and the ones you'll still be proud to shoot 5 years from now. At number 10, we have the Ruger American Rifle Gen 2, and this one is a quiet killer for value. Ruger took what people liked about the first generation and tightened the details that actually make you shoot better, not just feel better. You get a stiffer stock, a better adjustable trigger, and barrels that hold their harmonics. That means you can buy a Gen 2 in a hunting chambering, mount a decent optic, and get honest, repeatable groups without paying custom rifle money. For new hunters or anyone who wants a workhorse that won't disappoint at the range, the Gen 2 is the kind of buy you make once and keep. It's simple, it's accurate, and it won't eat your grocery budget. At number 9 is the CVA Cascade, and if you like a rifle that punches above its price class, this one deserves attention. CVA leaned on modern manufacturing and reliable components to deliver a rifle that shoots like something twice its cost. The Cascade comes with a threaded muzzle, a nice trigger, and a stock that actually supports consistent cheek weld, so your shots line up like they should. Put the right load in it, and you'll be surprised how tight the groups get. And that performance for the price is why hunters and weekend builders keep recommending it. It's not a statement piece, it's the work piece you use when the season matters. At number 8, we have the CZ600 Alpha, and calling this a budget rifle almost feels wrong because it performs like an investment. The Alpha trim is especially tuned for accuracy, and many shooters are seeing match-worthy 3-shot strings from the factory with decent ammo choices. The action is smooth, the ergonomics are modern, and the rifle feels balanced enough that a long day on the range won't beat you up. If your priority is precision per dollar, the Alpha hits that niche perfectly in 2025, and it gives you a platform to build on without starting from scratch. At number 7, the PSA PA-15, the working person's AR. Palmetto State Armory kept doing the thing they do best, which is offer honest AR components and complete rifles at prices that let you budget for decent optics and ammo. The PA-15 runs the common parts everyone already stocks, so fixing or upgrading the rifle is simple. During sales, you can put together a real, usable AR platform for less than many thought possible, and that accessibility changes the game for new shooters on a tight budget. If you want to learn how to run an AR without selling a kidney, the PA-15 is the practical first step. At number 6 is the Mossberg Maverick 88, and this one is a textbook example of simple value that keeps proving itself. People have trusted pump shotguns for 100 years because they are intuitive and nearly impossible to break with poor maintenance. The Maverick borrows the solid mechanical basics of its higher-priced cousins, and it presents them in a price envelope that invites ownership rather than intimidation. For a truck gun, a farm gun, or a first shotgun for someone who wants something that works the first time, every time, the Maverick 88 is the obvious pick. At number 5, we put the Stoeger M3000 in the spotlight because it offers semi-automatic performance without Benelli prices. The M3000 is an inertia-driven shotgun that cycles a wide range of loads, and it does that while staying easier on the wallet. Hunters who want a semi-auto that handles hunting loads as well as target rounds have gravitated to the M3000 because it's predictable, durable, and forgiving. When you need a gun that can be clean enough for the uplands and rugged enough for the marsh, this Stoeger fits the bill. At number 4, the Ruger 1022 Carbine, and if there's a signature budget gun in America, this is it. The 1022nd is the platform people learn on, teach on, and customize until it's a completely different rifle than the one that came out of the box. It's cheap to shoot, it's gentle to handle, and the aftermarket is huge, which means upgrades that turn it into a tack-driving, small game rifle are affordable and proven. If you want to build skills without spending on centerfire ammo, or if you want a dedicated trainer that won't cry when you hand it to a beginner, the 10th of 22nd is a timeless pick that still matters in 2025. At number 3, we have the Taurus G3C, a compact 9mm that reminds us budget doesn't have to mean compromise. The G3C keeps capacity high for its size, hides well under clothing, and comes with 3 magazines in many packages. Its trigger and ergonomics have improved over older budget entries, and at street prices that still hover well below 4 figures, it's an accessible option for someone building a carry setup on a tight budget. This is the kind of gun that makes everyday carry manageable for more people, which is exactly why it's a smart, practical choice. At number 2, the PSA Dagger, and this pistol proves Palmetto State Armory can do handguns as well as they do rifles. Modeled on a proven footprint, the Dagger offers an optics-ready slide, excellent capacity, and a trigger feel that surprises reviewers when they put rounds downrange. Put a small red dot on it, and you've got a carry gun that performs like it cost a lot more. For someone prioritizing reliability and the ability to mount modern optics without breaking their budget, the Dagger is a tool that does its job cleanly and consistently. And finally, at number 1, the Knick Meet MC9. This is the micro compact that keeps stealing attention because it manages the hardest trade-offs with real finesse. Small enough for comfortable concealment, yet accurate enough to make confident shots, the Meet MC9 is optics ready and comes with a trigger that feels far more refined than many pistols at its price. Knick's approach in 2025 was to put features front and center, and shooters noticed. On the belt, the MC9 disappears. On the range, it shoots better than it has any right to. And for someone who wants concealability without sacrificing effective performance, this is the gun you reach for. Pulling back from the specs, what ties these 10 picks together is a simple idea. They give you measurable performance without forcing you to overreach financially. Each one is a platform you can grow with, whether that means buying a decent optic, adding a better stock, changing chokes, or taking a class that teaches you to use it well. Budget doesn't mean lazy design, and in 2025, designers proved they can do more with less, build thoughtfully, and still leave room for aftermarket upgrades where they matter. Buying a gun on a budget is more than chasing the lowest price. It's about identifying which platform suits your goals, be it training, hunting, defense, or pure enjoyment at the range, and then spending the rest of your budget on ammo, a class, and an optic that actually makes the gun sing. In other words, don't buy the cheapest optic, don't skip the range time, and don't assume a low price means low quality. These 10 guns prove the exact opposite. They show that you can get honest performance and save money for the parts of ownership that matter most. Now tell me, if you had to pick one of these right now, which would it be and why? Drop it in the comments. I want to know what trade-offs you value most. And if this helped you narrow down what to look for in 2025, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the follow-ups where we break down specific builds and optics for each platform. Budget guns don't have to be boring. They just need to be smart, and this year proved there are plenty of smart options out there.